While Scalise lays in hospital, NBC just attacked him in an ugly video going viral. As Representative Steve Scalise lay in his hospital bed after being shot by a crazed leftist gunman, MSNBC host Joy Ann Reid couldn't hold back from attacking the victim's character. Reid claimed Scalise's positions on Obamacare and gay marriage were concerning, moral issues that she personally felt couldn't be overlooked despite his critical injury. Joy Reid, Republicans created conditions leading to the shootings.
To blame Democrats for the tone in Washington.
First of all, Donald Trump attacking Katie Tur. Can I just say I'm with Tur? I want to talk about it. I think the tone has been very bad on both sides of the aisle, going back to the 90s. And I'm not condoning what Republicans have said. I think it's absolutely wrong and shouldn't have been said in the first place. However, Democrats themselves have also said some pretty outrageous things. You have people saying George Bush wants to kill people or wants to send Americans over to die for oil. You have Kanye saying George Bush doesn't care about African Americans. You have former Representative Joe Garcia in the House of Representatives saying that the GOP is the Taliban. Republicans are not the Taliban. We don't want to kill the poor. We don't want to kill minorities, as Salon and Slate have alleged. We actually do care about helping people, but we differ on policy. And I think it is a symptom of the overall problem. I think both sides of the aisle need to step back. Again, I do not defend Republicans who said that. I think what Chris Collins said is absolutely wrong. The only person who's responsible for Wednesday's shooting is the shooter.
Well, you've used my least favorite term in Christendom, both sides, because I think both sidesism and whataboutism is ridiculous. I mean, for one thing, the criticisms of George W. Bush were because we were involved in a war for which the pretext was a completely false, made-up pretext, right? It was saying that Iraq was involved in 9/11. And so I think the anger and the criticism was because, wait a minute, people were being sent to die in a war based on something that wasn't true and based on ginning up Americans' emotions around 9/11. Are you saying that's the equivalent of, for instance, Ted Nugent about Barack Obama saying he should suck on my machine gun? Is that there is no both sidesism here.
No, it's
You're
wrong.
talking about criticism of a war versus a president sending us to war.
Criticism of the war does not allow you, it does not justify going out and saying that George Bush is mentally retarded or having cartoonists from the Pittsburgh. There were plenty of protesters on the left who said he was mentally retarded, and then you have there was some cartoonists in the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette who painted him as a monkey who cared about nobody else and didn't know what he was doing. You have people going out and saying that Republicans are evil. Their agenda is insensitive and...
Insensitive? You don't think it's insensitive to cut Meals on Wheels? You're saying that it is actually the same, that there is an equivalency between hanging Barack Obama in effigy, calling him a witch doctor, calling him Hitler, and saying, hey, you can't cut Meals on Wheels. It's insensitive. It is insensitive to cut Meals on Wheels.
Republicans are evil, and that they are the Taliban, and they have a war on women. Have you noticed how we can't even get a bill passed? How can we have a war on women when we can't even...
But what are the bills that you're attempting to pass? Is it not cutting Meals on Wheels, cutting Sesame Street, going after Medicaid, which helps the poor? I do not see the equivalency. I'm going to be honest.
And you know I have opposed those, but...
Okay, well, I'm going to let other people into this conversation. Eric, do you think that there is a sort of equal and opposite? We now have Fox News walking back from the idea of the fair and balanced slogan because it said it was a subject of ridicule. Is there an equivalency here? Is it both sides are equally mean?
No, I think he did a pretty good rundown. You know, we have Fox News. What did they spend this week doing? They spent the week laying the premise that Trump should fire the special prosecutor, right? And the acting FBI director was the, quote, ringleader of this campaign to oust Trump. So no one on Fox is trying to step back from the tone. No one from Fox is saying, hey, let's be responsible and things like that. And, you know, you've got people running onto the stage as Shakespeare in the Park because they don't disagree. And if these Republicans are so upset about tone, where were they when a reporter was body slammed in a primary?
We were putting out statements saying it was wrong.
I didn't see it.
What planet are you on?
That reporter was ridiculed daily by the right-wing media, by his sissy, by Fox News.
Saying it was wrong.
Paul Ryan barely got up enough courage to say, well, maybe you should
so he did it, but he didn't do it enough to your satisfaction?
Absolutely.
That's outrageously ridiculous.
my other two guests in here.
Have courage.
Kate, and, you know, we're all friends here, so we can have these arguments because we're all good. But Caton, you know, it does feel like you have people on the right, you have Republicans trying to sort of make themselves the victim. They seem to crave this idea of being the victims of hate.
Exactly what now the Democrats are saying that the Republicans, I mean, it's incredible. I mean, this is mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. They're accusing the Republicans exactly what the Democrats are doing.
But you do have Breitbart saying, having headlines that, you know, feminism makes women ugly, going after Black Lives Matter, going after black people, and essentially painting African Americans as just a mass of criminals. You have the obsessions on Fox News with the new Black Panther Party and saying that they are responsible for the problems of elections, or calling people violent based on race. I mean, these are things that we know happen. Why now are Republicans attempting to sort of make themselves the victims when we saw death threats against members of Congress for passing universal health care in 2010? I mean, there is a record here, right, Kate?
So the question, Joy, is why now are Republicans trying to be kind and sensitive? That's
why is Ted Nugent, who said Obama should suck on his machine gun, who said Hillary Clinton...
That's the only thing they have. That's the only thing they have about Ted Nugent. And Ted Nugent is a rocker. Okay, so you can't compare. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.